got you something.
Why not?
It's, oh my god, its head turned all the way around.
Yeah, that's for you. I love it.
Oh, look at you with the lamb chop. Oh, okay, goodbye. Isaac sent me some, like, clip-on microphones. He's like, you should try these. And I went, you noticing our audio issues, are you? And he was like, no, not audio issues. I just can't imagine what a hassle it is to set up the mics. And I was like, it's not really a hassle to set them up. Like, getting them in the right positions kind of a struggle. But I was like, it's not really a hassle to set them up. I am financially invested enough that I am, like, stubborn about this. These are the microphones I'm going to use, because they've cost me enough money that I'm not replacing them.
I love that your little tongue.
I love that your lung hangs out.
I'm glad that your lung doesn't hang out. That would be terrifying.
I thought this was yours. I was like, where did I get this from? Do you want it back?
No. Well, what flavor is it?
It's grapefruit.
Does it taste like Bath and Body Works?
No, it tastes like nothing. It tastes like someone went grapefruit into the can. I think it'll probably taste more grapefruity when it's cold. These are actually pretty good. I like these. I'm on a no alcohol thing right now. Just to, like, not be bloated all the time.
That is fair.
Although, our Christmas party got canceled, so I don't have a reason to not be bloated. But still, I'm gonna do it anyway.
Did you see this?
Oh my gosh, that's so cute!
I ordered it like 6 months ago.
That's adorable. And did it just come?
Yeah, it was handmade.
Oh.
By someone.
Okay, look away from me. That's so beautiful. I want to take a picture of it and, like, put it right here.
I love it. You are welcome to. Here.
Okay, I will take a picture.
Oh yeah, you have an iPad.
I do. Whoop. I was like, that's gonna be blurry as hell, boy. That one looks really good. Mm-hmm. Nice. That's so cute. Oh my gosh. I would get one of Billy's face and it would go, hang. And it would bite my hair.
That's perfect, though.
And when you unclip it, it would go, oh, he looks embarrassed.
Don't be embarrassed. You did it to yourself.
You look very cute, though, with your toy.
You do. Very endearing. This is a very chunky sweater.
I like it. It's cute.
It's Target.
Oh, I hate when people say that, because I go into Target and I'm like, everything in here is ugly. And then people are like, I'm like, that's the cutest thing I've ever seen. I'm like, I got it at Target. I'm like, you're a liar. No, you didn't, because Target doesn't have anything cute ever.
I saw this and I was like, this is fucking so ugly, it's cute, and I need it.
I love it. It looks like ice cream. Like a bunch of flavors of ice cream.
I want to eat it now.
Yeah.
It reminds me of, like, the landscape.
I fully just burped. Sorry.
You're good.
Oh, yeah, for sure. It's like a desert. Like, here's the sand, and here's, like, the cacti, and, like, rocks, and then that's, like, the sunset-y colors. Beautiful.
That's why I liked it. They had different colors, but I was like, there's no green on the other ones.
Yeah. I have a question.
I have an answer.
Okay. Do you know... Oh, also, if I look dirty, it's because I tried to contour my face for the first time. So if it looks like I have dirt smudged all over my face, that would be why.
I wanted to correct you a little bit, but I don't want to come off like I know everything. I just used to contour all the time.
This is like the second time ever I've tried to contour, and I always just look dirty.
So when you contour, you want to get, like, a cooler tone, and you want to go, like, right below.
Like, by your ear hole.
Yeah, you want to go, like, right here, and then, like, I can feel my cheekbone. You want to go, like, right under your cheekbone, down towards the corner of your mouth.
Oh, okay.
I
don't know, I got some double-sided stick that was highlighter on one side and contour on the other side.
And then you want to go just, like, not, if you don't want to go, like, how high I go, you want to go just a little higher, so it's, like, right on your cheekbone.
For the blush? Mm-hmm. Yeah. I don't wear blush ever, because it just kind of looks like I got something on my face. Like, oh, you got some schmutz right here. I'm like, thanks, it's my makeup, but good to know that I fucked it up. But yeah, I was like, in case I look dirty, people are like, what the hell's on her face? That's makeup. I don't know how to do it.
I think it looks cute.
Well, thank you. Also, before I forget again, I think I forgot twice. Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Happy Peas Podcast, where we're just peas in a pod. I'm Stephanie.
I'm MJ.
And today we're just talking.
Yep.
About stuff. I have some stuff on deck, but like right now we're just talking. We're just catching up.
Yeah. Staring at Billy.
How's life? Oh yeah, and Billy's here. He's looking pouty because I put him behind the baby gate, and he didn't like it. So.
But we like him.
We do like him.
I was very not okay last week.
Oh yeah.
And I had a migraine all weekend. And then on Sunday, started my period. Week and a half early.
Oh God.
Everything made sense after that.
Suddenly it all makes sense. Craig knows where there's a bunch of chocolate. It's our Halloween candy that he hid from me. Rightfully so, because my period made such a dent in that. Come here, honey. Are you trying not to touch the microphone? That's so nice. This is Billy, and this is his best friend, Lamb Chop. His emotional support Lamb Chop that he's like, look at it, don't touch it. Anyways, we could sit here all night and just like, anime eye at him.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I found a couple things. I haven't proofread them at all. I have some AITA that I have proofread. I think I told you last time we talked that I'd started doing like affirmations.
Mm-hmm.
I listened to them before bed and woke up and worked out and had a great day. And then I did it again. I listened to it before bed and then I listened to it while getting ready for work.
Mm-hmm.
I did not work out. It was a fluke the first time. It had nothing to do. But one of my coworkers just did like on my Apple Watch, you can share activity to just kind of keep yourself accountable and see what other people are doing. And she challenged me to a 7-day competition.
Mm-hmm.
And I was going to accept it. And I was like, I'll accept it in the morning at like 5 in the morning so that we both have a whole day. Because I'm not going to work out today. So I'm just like, well, I don't want to put myself behind if it starts today and be at a disadvantage.
Valid.
But
That would never work for me. I am the least competitive person.
Oh,
I would be like, you win. I'm just going to take a nap.
I'm so competitive. My work did like a wellness challenge from May to July or May to August or something like that. And just knowing that all of my coworkers could see my activity, I was like determined to be number one on my team. And I also wanted to be number one just like in the local area. Mm-hmm. One of my coworkers also has a farm. She kicked everyone's ass.
You should have asked to go over there. You should have brought me. There are so many animals.
True, I could ask her. She's up in Omax. I'm like, I don't want to go up there.
That's valid. That's way up there.
Craig, you want to give MJ some chocolate? You don't have to. She's in a chocolate state of mind. Maybe, I think. I don't know. Yeah.
Chocolate, or peanut butter chocolate, or what kind of chocolate?
What you want?
Literally anything, because it's
I don't know
time.
what it is. I, like, only eat chocolate on my period.
Same. And that was something else that I thought was really weird, because last week I was just like, give me all the chocolate.
The other one's peanut butter.
That one is just all the time for me.
I, like, if it's not chocolate, then, or some, like, a lot of times I'm like, I need a Reese's right now.
You're my favorite. After Stephanie.
I told her that a couple weeks ago. I was like, you're my favorite. Well, after Craig. Craig's my favorite. The way that this dog is like, yes, please, chocolate. Can I have an M&M?
No.
I'll trade you a kiss for an M&M.
Oh my God.
Don't give your dogs chocolate.
No.
He is a chocolate thief. He finds it. So, we had to child-proof his treat drawer because he can just open drawers and stuff.
I can verify. Or you just want ear rubs. You want the chocolate and you want the ear rubs.
Oh, so this is r/not like the other girls, which is not what I wanted.
So the makeup I was thinking about doing is Glossier. Because looking at the ingredients list, I don't think it would upset my skin.
I thought you were going to say
At all.
stomach.
No. No, I don't think our viewers need to hear about my tummy issues. It's not. It's not
Your Call of Duty.
my Call of Duty.
Quit begging for You're very cute. That's the thumbnail right there.
I love you so much.
Hey, look over here. I'm like snorting halfway. I did want. Oh, we're on Spotify. I uploaded all of our episodes.
I saw that.
So we're on Spotify now. We're on Apple Podcasts now. I did upload the Patreon content to like subscription stuff, but I don't know how to like verify that people are subscribed on Apple, so I'll have to figure that out.
Yeah, I would have no idea.
Like paid subscriptions, because it didn't give me it didn't give me the option to set a dollar amount. And Patreon's only $2, so I was like, Apple's only gonna be $2. But last week, as this video comes out, the last video we put up was domestic violence awareness. Big trigger warning on that one for kind of obvious reasons. And then the next one we're gonna put out is us playing Taboo, and words are hard enough without us ripping them out of our vocabulary. So, and I actually did go in and add a little. I added that in every time we said a word we weren't supposed to. It took a while, but it was funny. Have you pardoned your lamb chop?
It is not sentenced to death anymore.
He loves her though. Like he's killed a couple of toys, but like the toys that he likes, he keeps for a really long time. And so whenever he's like, when he all of a sudden was just like, I'm gonna kill her, I was like, you can just calm down though.
I'm gonna request that you keep this part in because I need to know what this looks like from the viewer's perspective.
Absolutely, I will keep this in for sure. Just him like, oh yeah.
See, here's the thing: you get so angry when I get here, and then you accept it, and
This is the Billie-Cast. Hey, let her. Aww, you're still trying to steal her chocolate, but that's okay. Oh, here's one. Ladies, you can't be drafted. Sit down when war is discussed. And then a woman replied, a lot of men have told me to sit down and shut up. Now those men call me Colonel. Also, if you're gonna say are they talking about drafting women, or are they drafting women?
I don't remember if it's happening or not.
I'm too old.
I mean, like, I the way that I was discharged, I'm not even if I was old enough, I wouldn't.
Dishonorably discharged.
No, I wasn't honorably, but I was under dishonorable, which means, like, I wasn't bad, but I can't go back because of depression.
Oh yeah.
So. I love you.
But if men are gonna take the stance of you can't be drafted, so sit down when war is discussed, I'm like, you don't have ovaries or a womb or the ability to like reproduce, so you can go ahead and sit down when abortion's being talked about.
For real, yeah.
Like, ooh.
Or when you sit down and you use the bathroom and you forget how hard you bleed, and then you look down and you're like, oh, whoops, that's a lot.
Whoops. One of my coworkers asked me, sorry guys, but like not really. One of my coworkers today was talking, I don't remember what she said, but she was like, I need to get some tampons. I was like, I will never wear another tampon as long as I live. And I was trying to explain to her how a cup works. And I was telling her, one of my friends was like, but I have to carry it all the way across my bathroom to rinse it out. And I was like, you're on a toilet, dude.
Just dump it out why would you dump it out in the sink?
Right? I mean, you have to, like, rinse it off.
Well, yeah.
But, yeah, I was like,
what?
Just dump it out. You're sitting on the toilet.
It's already unsanitary in there. Just make it more unsanitary.
Yeah. She was like, oh, my God. Oh, you know what I should look at? I shouldn't be looking at not how girls work. I should be looking at r/NiceGuys.
Oh my god, yes.
So this one on not how girls work. Women are inherently good beings. Sorry to break your bubble, but the average woman is 10 times more cunning than the average man.
So I love
Men
you.
are the true romantics. A woman only thinks for herself. I'm like, what?
Okay, here's the thing. The person that I'm seeing now, he's given me more validation and affection and just like all around like love than anyone.
Like positivity. When you let her eat her Kit Kat in peace.
Than anyone I've ever dated. He's the first person who ever called me like beautiful that I've dated.
That
like,
makes me want to punch so many people in the face.
yeah. And I just
Sorry if they're melty. I did leave some of the candy in my car for a little while.
no, you're good. Melty
That
candy
looks like a good one.
does not bother me. I'm just stuck. You are worse than Siri. I just want you to know that. I'm gonna be a monster with how I eat this.
Okay, so that's what we're gonna pivot to. We're gonna hard pivot to. Oh, what is that? Oh my goodness! Not for you.
This would make Droshana Gato real angry.
Oh, the way you're. I like if I have a full Kit Kat, you have to break it off piece by piece.
Mhm.
If I have a little Kit Kat like that, that's acceptable.
See, I would break it off, but I'm afraid that he would eat the part that I'm not eating.
How do you? Okay, so weird question. How do you eat a Reese's?
You take it out of the thingy.
Mm-hmm.
You take it out of the thingy.
Mm-hmm. Just one bite.
Mm-hmm.
So, this is gonna upset a lot of people. When I eat a Reese's, I think there's too much peanut butter and not enough edge.
Okay.
Like the little mini cups,
Mhm.
I think are the supreme one because of how much edge there is.
Mhm.
Like the ratio is just perfect for me. So when I eat a Reese's, I use my thumb to push the peanut butter middle out, and I eat that first just to get it out of the way. Like that part's over with, and then I just go, yum 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 yum, and I just eat the outside shell. And there's just a little bit of peanut butter inside, and it's just like the perfect like chocolate hardness. Like the middle of a Reese's is too soft. Please.
If you want, I will eat the middle of your Reese's.
Aw,
Because I love that part.
what?
I'm a stupid slut for peanut butter. Oh my god, the way
I know
Yes.
the way he's like.
you look like you're...
This is a really long post.
You were looking at this chocolate the way the lady looks at me, which is with all the love in the universe.
You are breaking his heart. There's a super long post that says, I can't change my age. I'll do my best to continue trying to stay as attractive as I can within my age group. I wouldn't consider myself low status. I pay $1,000 a week in alimony, but make high six figures. I've got a great career, and I'm a professional. I redid my profile that a woman helped me with, and I put up some new pictures. I appreciate the advice and the feedback. I earn a good living. I have a good life. I consider myself a man of plenty of value. The sad part is that people think that somebody that works with their hands doesn't have value. It's kind of sad from a societal standpoint. I make better money than most of the guys on my block with degrees. People don't think that guys like me can make $1,000 a day. They think that because we didn't go to college and we work with our hands and we get dirty for a living, we're somehow lower value. Maybe that's part of the problem. When the power goes down and it's 90 degrees out and your house doesn't have air conditioning, when the roads start collapsing and the traffic lights stop working and the next pandemic comes, it'll be guys like us that are still being called and used, and people like you who break out their checkbook. Who built the building you go to work in? Who keeps the water and the power moving to it? Who ran all those wires for your fancy computers? Low value? If we disappeared, this world would collapse. Next time the power goes out in a big storm, you'll be hoping that guys like me show up. Otherwise, you'll just sit there and wait. You should be encouraging women to breed with men like me to continue a generation of men that can actually keep the world running. How dare you? At least you said women and not females. That's the one plus I'll give him. Female.
Okay, but that's literally your job. That doesn't have anything to do with, like, dating.
Yeah, there is no context for this whatsoever. But he's just like, "Bleh, I make money, I work hard, blah 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 blah. You should convince women to breed with me." I'm like, what?
No. No, as someone who has a bit of a breeding kink, no. You couldn't pay me enough, sir.
Absolutely not. I remember years ago, I approached a girl in a local store with some flowers and asked her out, and I got laughed at by her and her friends. This has happened multiple times where I try to be a gentleman and get punished for it. I learned nowadays, as horrible as it sounds, to kind of be a dick, and somehow it works to go on dates and move on from there. I can't explain it, but it works wonders. Usually on Tinder, be a sarcastic dick and move on from there.
Have you tried giving flowers in private and not a public setting? Because, yeah, I'd say no, too. It's weird.
Well, and somebody responded and said, not sure about that. I've always heard from other men that the super confident ones have game, and not typically... Oh, wait. I've always heard from other men that the super confident ones like that game, and not typically the best candidate for long-term partnerships. It depends how they approach you. If they walk up to you and ask for your number, there's a higher chance they're attractive and they know it. If you just start a casual conversation and then they ask for your number, there's less chance they're gaming you. Not saying to write anyone off, just be aware and watch for signs unless you want a casual fling. That response doesn't make any sense.
No. No, just don't approach with flowers. Especially when she's with her friend. Nobody wants to be asked out when they're with a group of their friends just hanging out. It's a girl's day. It's not a...
Dude. Okay, so as I think it's Saving Silverman, that movie aged bad. I when I was younger, it was funny, and then I watched it 2015 even maybe, and I was just like, oh, this movie is a crime now. But no part of it aged well. But there's a moment, I think it's that movie. There's a moment where there's 4 girls that walk into a bar and they're like, you can't ask her out because she's the prettiest one. You ask out the second prettiest one because she doesn't usually get asked out unless someone asks her friend out first and they turn her down. Or she turns them down. Mm-hmm. So there's in theory there's a strategy to it. But, Error 6. Move Roomba to a new location, then press clean to restart. Oh. No, I won't. But I've been approached in a group of friends, and it was always the same girl would get hit on. And I remember there were 3 of us, and a guy walked up to her, and he was like, hi, what's your name? And she goes, no. Fully Megan Trainered him. Just, no. Oh, do you live around here? No. Oh, well, my name's... No.
No, thank you.
Yeah. And so he was like, oh. And he looked at me and went, what's your name? And I went, are you serious? And he goes, yeah. And I was like, no, you just tried to hit on my friend. You just got, slap rejected, but, whoosh, just, slapped down by my friend. You're just going to immediately turn around. And then he looks to the third girl in our group and goes, hey, what's your name?
Oh
I was
my
like,
god.
oh my god, go away!
Yeah, no, here's some advice. If you see a girl with her friends, she doesn't want to be hit on. If you see a girl at work, she doesn't want to be hit on.
Oh my gosh, do not hit on women at work.
No, don't hit at women at work. Don't hit on women when they're with their friends. I would say, if someone were to approach me nicely and not in a creepy way in a bookstore, that would be fine-ish.
Yeah. The other thing, too, is, being told you're pretty.
Yeah.
There's, 2 ways to do it. There's, I'm specifically thinking in the middle of a grocery store.
Oh, God.
I've had people be like, excuse me, you're very pretty. And I'm like, oh, thank you. And then, other times they're like, damn, girl, look at you. And I'm like, nope.
No, thank you.
Not feeling that at all. No, no part of me is interested in any of that. Thanks, bye.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
I don't think I would appreciate getting hit on in a grocery store just because I'm in and I'm out.
No, I don't want anyone to talk to me in a grocery store. I mean, I can see how if you're going for a meet cute, you both grab the same pack of cookies and you're like, oh,
yeah.
sorry, move. and that kind of thing happens. But for the most part, I'm like, get the fuck out of my way.
Yeah.
I don't want to be here.
Yeah.
I use curbside pickup 90% of the time because I don't want to go in there. I don't want to.
Yeah.
Also, people hit me with their carts a lot.
That's very rude.
Yeah. I think I've told you this, but I don't know that I've said it on here yet. I have a new strategy when people... So, actually, I was telling Craig the other day that if you're at the grocery store and we're in the checkout line, I feel like COVID, the 6-foot guideline restriction made people be like, you can't tell me how far to stand from people. I'll stand as close as I want. Like, being told how far to be away from people made certain people's space bubble a lot smaller.
Which is weird.
Very. But my thought is, if I stick my arm out and you stick your arm out, we should not be able to touch each other. But yeah, like, that's not 6 feet necessarily for everybody, but I'm just like, if I have a basket and you have a basket and we stick our arms out, we should not be able to touch each other. Like, geez. But I get hit with people's carts a lot. Or the person behind me will be so close that I can feel them breathing on me.
No.
And so I've started a thing that when I'm in line, it's happened twice, and it makes me laugh. Both, like, I was going to say every time, but both times. If they step closer to me, I take a little step towards them. And when they take a step towards me, I take a little step, like a very small step. Almost like just a shifting of the weight. Mm-hmm. And I just, when I notice them take a step towards me, I take a little shuffle towards them. And then I've run into 2 people. I ran into a woman and I ran into a cart. And both times I went, oh, I didn't realize you were that close to me. Sorry. And kind of gaslit them into being like, you want to step the hell back from me? But it's funny because I'm like, gee, why are you that close? And then both of them backed up right away. I'm going to keep doing it.
As you were telling that story, I was like, oh, you could also get one of those, like, fart soundboards. They get too close to you, you use it. You use one of, like, one of, like, the wet-sounding farts. Nobody's gonna want to be around you after that.
Right? One of those little skunk machines.
Yeah.
Although that would ruin your whole day. You would just still smell funny for the rest of the day.
Get some of that whoopee cushion, like, powder. So it goes on the first.
Oh!
I'm evil.
I just imagined, like, somebody with a real whoopee cushion and they would feel the gush of air that comes out of the whoopee cushion and just how repulsive that, like, even if there's no smell or anything, you just get the from the whoopee cushion. You're like, it's on me! It's on me!
I mean, like, people who don't respect space bubbles kind of deserve that.
Yeah. I don't know why, but I feel the need to say right now, like, I don't wear tampons. I don't know. I don't know your situation. But if you are a man, wow, thank you for watching this, given some of our subject. Like, a lot of guys would be like, ugh, she said the P word, oh no. But if you have a girlfriend, or if you have a partner that menstruates, and you go to the store, and you're in the tampon aisle, you pick up a box, you'll be fine. And then if you take that box to the cashier, they will look at that box and be like, wow, he's so wonderful.
Yeah.
Like, they don't assume it's for you.
No, they go,
So
wow.
calm down.
Wow, the bare minimum. You're such a great guy. That's
Also,
usually...
I, like, in my very, very first relationship, it was on me to provide condoms. Which... if I bought condoms, it was like, this girl's a slut. But you know that if he had bought condoms, they would be like, oh, that's that, bro.
Yeah, yeah. I think in that relationship, I would have been like, if I'm buying the condoms, you're buying the period stuff.
Oh, he would not. I asked him to go to the gas station around the corner once, and he was like, no, I can't do that.
So
I was like, what am I supposed to do? I just, like, put paper towels in my underwear and just walked over. I was like, what an asshole.
'Cause I'm free bleed.
Oh my god.
When I was in high school, this guy did something. I don't remember if it was to me or to my best friend in high school, but I was
My best friend.
I was very protective of her because she's just a just a little guy. She's just a little guy.
She's a little pixie.
Yeah. So I saw him at the mall doing something.
Something stupid.
Yeah, something.
I just spit so much.
And I got a tampon wet, just with water, not with blood. Threw it at him, hit him right in the face.
I used to call people tampons. I'd be like, ugh, what a tampon.
Yeah,
And then I'm like, they wish.
it's true.
Now my favorite insult is, what a urethra.
Yeah. You should.
It's the same as calling someone a dickhole.
What a burning urethra.
Oh, man, what a urethra. Oh, the other thing, I got anger issues. I stopped trying to be so angry with what I say to people. Or say it, like, about people, like, in the car, where I'm like, I hope, whatever. I still say, like, I hope you get pulled over. But somebody cut me off the other day, and I was like, I hope every light you get is red. I hope you get red lights on your way home, exclusively.
Yeah.
I'm like, I hope that you get stuck on a one-lane road behind someone going half the speed limit. Just, like, inconveniences. I'm like, I don't hope anything bad happens to you. I just hope your day is inconvenienced, because you're a jerk.
On a real bad day, I want Magneto's powers.
I would just move all the cars out of my way.
You're nicer, I would make them fly.
Oh boy.
Make
Well, I
the
used to be like,
Batman
I'll be getting a car accident. And I was like, that's really hardcore to wish on somebody. I don't actually wish that. Like, if I said, I hope you get in a car accident, and then someone ran a red light, I'd be like, I made that happen. I'm a monster. But no, so I'm just like, oh man, I hope you sneeze 6 times in a row right now.
I hope you're on your period and you sneeze 6 times in a row.
Ew. I don't want that for anyone.
I was gonna say, that's just straight hateful.
Yeah, I don't want to, no. Ugh. Anyway. Okay, so I've got another one. When most of your friends, men and women, are on their second and third marriages and they're broke. When most girls prefer bad boys and don't like nice guys because nice guys are boring. When the courts favor women when it comes to divorce and child custody. When 80% of divorces are started by women. It used to be that it was possible to meet nice girls at church. Not anymore. No women in my age group go to church at the churches I go to. Plural churches.
Maybe stop using them for dating pools.
When so many women get divorced because of excuses like being bored or unfulfilled. When getting into a relationship or getting married feels like tying the noose. Gentlemen, there's nothing to be gained by getting married anymore. There has been a major shift in values. Morality aside, hookers are cheaper than getting married if you just want to have sex. I'm glad that I have my sovereignty and my sanity and complete control of my checkbook. In a few years, I'll be retired and going long-distance sailing around the globe and long-distance backpacking if all goes according to plan. Gentlemen, for those of you who are single due to being nice guys, be glad you're not in a relationship with a psycho bitch.
How far is his hairline receding, do you think? Excuse me.
Okay, so the whole, when divorces are started by women and women get divorced because of being bored or unfulfilled, that whole Steven Crowder thing, where in states they're trying to repeal no-fault divorces and they're trying to, like, prove why you should get divorced, and they're like, well, I didn't do anything. Like, why do you think I'm getting divorced?
Yeah.
You didn't do anything.
Yeah.
Like the mental load. Me too. The mental load conversation. And I've actually had, I'm kind of the stereotype man in our relationship where I'm like, do you want me to do anything for you today? And Craig asked me, he's like, will you stop asking me that? Because it makes it feel like everything's my responsibility.
Yeah.
And to me, I was just like, is there, like, I was trying to offer it as, like, is there anything that you, like, going to the grocery store on your, like, you were planning to go on the, to the grocery store on the way home, but can I do that for you instead? So I was like, what are you planning on doing today that I can just take off your plate? But I was like, can I do anything for you today? And after a while, he's like, it makes it feel like everything's my responsibility.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, okay, I'll ask you that. At the very least, less.
Yes.
And I'll just, like, the things that I'm like, oh, I need to take out the garbage. Oh, the dishes are the one thing that I still really suck at.
That's valid, though.
But I'm like, you know, if I can... He does a lot for me. And so I'm like, if I can lighten the mental load for him, I want to. But in my effort to like when, you know, men are like, oh, just give me a list of what you need.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, he likes that.
The thing about courts favoring women really depends on what state you're in.
Oh.
Because in Washington, most of the time, yeah. In Utah, no.
Florida, no.
Yeah. Probably Texas.
A lot of the southern states, they don't favor women in general.
Yep.
All we are is the incubator.
Yeah. Which is not true. Please take my
No,
uterus
we're
out.
not. Yeah.
I
I'm
mean,
a person with thoughts and stuff.
my thoughts mostly consist of screaming, but yeah. I was thinking that we could get tattoos that kind of match. Mine would be an opossum and yours would be a raccoon. Because it's us.
Oh my gosh.
They could be holding wine glasses.
Oh my god, they like cheersy.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, that's so cute. Okay, before we do that, we need to get like a sticker of it for like a water bottle. Because the tattoo's real permanent.
True.
I have two, and I kind of regret both of them. And I've designed one, and my rule is if I change where it goes within a year, I have to start over. Like, I have to be sure about what and where for a year. I've not gotten it. I designed it so long ago.
Mine, okay, so my chest, I guess, rib tattoos, that was literally on a whim. I thought about it, giggled about it, and I was like, yep, that's going on my
Doing
body.
it.
And then this one, the one that's right here, has so many different meanings. It's a tribute to my favorite anime, one of my favorite animes. It's the meaning behind the flower, and like the meaning behind it being on that arm specifically is just so many meanings to it. So
I kind of want to get one like right. I don't know exactly where I want to put it. Like, part of me thinks like outer thigh area, but yeah, I'm just like, I'm selfish. I want to be able to see it. I don't necessarily want anybody else to be able to see it. Like, I have one right here, and when people are always like, oh, what is it? I'm like, we were at the grocery store a couple weeks ago, and somebody went, is that from Zelda? I went, yep. And I was like, okay, wait, hang on. What song is it? Because it's not the song, and everyone always thinks it's the Song of Storms. And they're like, it's not the Song of Storms. I'm like, it's the Song of Time. Like, oh, yeah, okay. And then they hum it, and I'm like, dude, if you think it's from Ocarina, the two most obvious songs are Zelda's Lullaby and the Song of Time.
Yeah.
And it's the Song of Time. Because the whole point was like, well, no, nothing that you do in the past is going to make a difference on the future. Like, or I was like, you know, I can't go back and change the past, or what, I don't know, I had some kind of logic.
yeah.
It was right out, it was like the week after a breakup.
Yeah.
And I was like, you can't change your past. Now I'm like, oh, I hate this tattoo. People always ask me about it.
I want to get a weapon somewhere.
Do you know what kind?
A sword or a polearm. If it's a sword, I'm thinking like the sternum.
Cool.
If it's a polearm, I was thinking inside of arm or like leg.
Yeah.
Because it's long. And then I also want to get birds.
Birds! Oh, that'd be like a cute little like upper sleevey thing of just like a
Yeah.
bunch of little birds tweedling around.
Yeah. And I was thinking like you know, when you look in a book and they're drawings, but they're like anatomically, like I don't want like the insides, but I want I want it to look like it came from a textbook.
Cool.
And that's what I want. But mostly waterfowl because they're freaking cool. Birds are dinosaurs. I've been watching the new Morgan Freeman documentary on Netflix. Is real good.
Oh my god, that's long.
Oh, that's so long.
Okay, so this is a Facebook post. And the guy is feeling heartbroken. Also, he is in... I'm going to screenshot this.
He's too old to
He's
be...
in a fedora, and he's looking kind of hippie. I mean, you know, rock whatever style is your style, but, like, then this wall of text happens.
I feel like that wall of text looks like something that...
Oh, it's not even the whole post. It gets cut off.
I feel like that's not even something, like, he's too old. That's something a teenager would write. That's not something a person that old should be putting out on the internet.
Well, this old man is heartbroken.
Did someone steal his dog?
It says, is feeling heartbroken. The way he talks about women, yeah, probably.
Oh.
I'm tired of seeing stuck-up, bitter bitches say, where are all the good men? Bitch, I'm right fucking here. But y'all don't want me.
You're right, we want women.
You are attracted to some Chad-ass soy boy you meet at the bar that ends up tapping that and dipping out. Meanwhile, a half-ass handsome guy like me, at least he knows he's half-ass.
He's not handsome, though.
A half-ass handsome guy like me, an empath with a good heart, a lot of love to give, and a large store of wisdom who has spent his almost 52 years making mistakes and learning from them so that the next person I date gets the best version of me that exists. But y'all don't want that. Y'all want some cheating dumbass that doesn't give a neon pink rat's ass about you in any way except getting his willy wet. Meanwhile, all the good men that are worth the effort are either already married or stuck serving a life sentence in your friend zone, waiting for a chance that never comes, only to have you bang beta male after beta male and then get pissed and bitter when they hit it and quit it. Coloring your view of all these men as cheating trash, chivalry isn't dead, but these women are speedily killing it. Hang on. As for all the good men, try looking in your fucking friend zone where you've left them to suffer for your stupid decisions and poor taste in men. Don't be surprised if you get a suck it up, buttercup, because I, for one, am sick and tired of trying to find a good woman that won't flake off after the next attractive soy boy with money that can get any woman they want and isn't interested in settling down with anyone. Just runs through as many women as he possibly can. And that guy will pick a younger woman with daddy issues when he does decide to marry. And their behavior makes the rest of us suffer and condemned to be alone. So in closing, where are all the good men, you ask? Well, the ones that aren't married are stuck in your friend zone, waiting for an opportunity that never comes, unless you're sloppy drunk and lonely and they happen to be available. Only to be shoved back into the friend zone when you get your rocks off and sobered up. You asked, I answered. He keeps going, but it cuts off there.
You think he is focusing on the bangering part just because he can't get it up?
Ooh!
Because a lot of that is talking about bangeranging, and
Yeah.
I don't think he can get it up. Maybe he's heartbroken because his penis is broken.
There was something in there. So, part of me wants to talk about the friend zone, and part of me is like, well, that's a can of worms.
Yeah. Just leave him in the friend zone, ladies.
I think the problem with the term friend zone is that I am a big proponent of tell people. Like, what was it, 7th grade? There was a dance, and I walked up to the kid I wanted, like, all of my friends were like, oh my god, who do you want to ask you? I hope he asks me, and I hope he asks me. And I was like, I want to go with him. His name was Colton. I was like, I want to go with Colton. And they were like, oh, you do? Oh my god. Blah, blah, blah. And they're like, well, what if he doesn't ask you? I was like, hang on. And I got up from our table. I went over to Colton's table, and like with all his friends around, and I went, hey, if you ask me to the dance, I'll say yes. And I walked back to my table, and all my friends were like, ah! I can't believe you did that! And I was like, why? Like, the expectation has been set. Like, he didn't know that I wanted to go with him, but now he does. And we had the next class together, so he walked up to me and was like, I'm a Mormon. I'm not allowed to go to dances.
Aww.
Otherwise, I would ask you.
Aww.
And I was like, okay. But I've always just told my friends, like, just tell her.
Yep.
Like...
And if she says no, that's not putting you in the friend zone.
No.
That's just her saying, but also
and
like,
it's up to you to make it weird.
yeah, just take the L if she says I'm not interested, and don't make it icky.
Like, in my opinion, if you come forth and say a romance, and she goes,
No romance for you.
It's up to you to have a hissy fit. And, like, and in that case, you didn't care about spending time with that person. You were only there on the off chance that they would have sex with you.
Yep.
I did make it weird once. Where I accidentally went on a date with somebody. James and I had broken up, and Craig and I had started dating. And a friend... had moved out of town and moved back. And I was like, whoa, you're back? That's awesome. Do you want to get together? Do you want to catch up? Do you want to hang out? I actually don't remember which one of us asked the other one. But he was like, yeah, sure. Where do you want to go? And I was like, there's a bar, like, right across the street from my apartment. Which, as I say that, probably set the wrong tone.
Yeah.
Which has never occurred to me until right now, that I was like, there's a bar across the street from my apartment.
Well, it's because when you're talking to a friend...
It didn't occur to me at all.
Yeah, when you're talking to just a friend, it's like, I live right across, let's just go
like,
there.
It's just super easy. Boom, it's a good bar, it's really close, whatever. I was late because I got home from work, took a nap, and then I think he texted me and was like, oh, are you not coming? And I'm like, oh, sorry. And I was like a half hour late, and I just ran up there. And the entire time we were there, I talked about how bad things were with James, and how great we had just started dating, and so I wasn't putting a name to him yet, but I was like, oh, the guy that I'm seeing is so great, and he's so nice, and he's so wonderful, and he's just the sweetest, and he's so kind, and he just makes me feel so good all the time, and I'm just, like, gushing about this amazing guy that I'm seeing. And then we're getting ready to go. I'm like, oh, you're back. I'm going to use the bathroom. I get up and leave. He pays for my tab while I'm in the bathroom. And I got pissed. I was like, why did you do that?
Yeah.
And then, that was it. We good chat. See you later. Bye. We both leave. And then, I don't remember if it was that night or the next day or whatever, but he sent me a text message that was like, I had a really good time, and I would really like to take you out, like, on a date. We could go get sushi, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, oh, I thought I made it clear that I'm seeing somebody. And he was like, oh, no biggie, no worries, that's fine. We can still go out for sushi, not romantic. And I was like, that was a date, and now you're trying to make it not a date? No. Weird. I feel weird.
Yeah.
And, then somebody that all of us know was like, oh, so you went on a date with him, huh? I went, no. He's like, yeah, he said you guys went on a date. I was like, no, we didn't. He's like, that's not what he told me. And I think I told him, I was like, I talked about Craig the entire time we were there.
That's not a date.
No. And so then I was like, hey, Craig, I accidentally went on a date with someone. I didn't mean to. I didn't know that's what it was. He was like, I knew before you knew. I was like, okay. I was like,
I like to think.
So that was the one I was like, you are in the friend zone, because now I know, and I'm like, yes, no, and no, he's not even in the friend zone because we're not friends anymore. Same guy. No, he was always really nice to me, and so we were like, we're buds, and then he asked me out, and I was like, no. And I'm pretty sure I said, I was like, I literally spent the whole time talking about Craig.
Yeah.
No, I'm not gonna go on a date with you.
Yeah.
No. But he's one that I was like, that friendship is over now. But I'm just like, I've told guys I know, like, just tell her. And then if she's like, no, like, it depends on how you approach it. If you're like, hey, do you, like, if you're gross about it,
The answer's always going to be no.
yeah. But if you're like, hey, would you maybe want to go out for dinner with me sometime? And maybe, like, maybe even say, like, on a date. Would you consider going on a date? Well, like, that's how I asked him out. Would you maybe, hypothetically, under the right circumstance, if timing worked out, be open to the possibility of potentially going on a date sometime? Because I was like, feel free to say no. I think I said, you can say, ew, no, that's gross.
What I like to imagine is in these situations where Craig knew before you did, he just, like, pats your head.
Well, so before...
Which he would never do because that seems very, like...
I think he has pat me on I think that when that guy first got back to town, he was like, oh, hey, like, a bunch of the old crew's getting together at this place. Do you want to come? And I was like, yeah, sure. And I knew he was going because we had literally just been hanging out, and he was like, I gotta go to this thing. And I was like, I'm gonna crash. I'm gonna show up at this thing. And he's gonna be like, what the hell are you doing here? And so, I think I followed that guy to the bar, and we walked in, and Craig went, oh, he's into her.
Oh, no.
Like, mentally.
Yeah.
And then him and I went to that bar after that. And then he asked me out, and I was like, so, yeah, he was like, oh, I knew he was into you before you knew he was into you. And I was like, I just want friends. Yeah, I was just hanging out with my friend, just catching up with an old coworker, and now it's weird. But it's not always going to be weird. Most of the time, it's up to you to make it weird.
Yeah, if you say, hey, man.
But don't try to make a date not a date. Like, when you pose something, you want to go to laser tag as a date? No. Well, let's just go to laser tag in general then. I'm like, nice. I know you want that to be a date. Now it's weird.
Yeah.
So don't do that.
Or, like, make it a group thing. Like, oh, okay, well, that's fine, but would you mind if we did that in, like, a group of friends? Because laser tag with friends is much more fun than laser tag with just 2 people.
For real. I would go to laser tag with a big group of friends. I miss laser tag. Oh my gosh. No, I'm sorry. Post continued.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I found the rest of his post.
Why is it so long?
Because he's a nice guy incel.
He yells.
He does. He gets all capsies.
Oh.
So let's see. You asked, I answered. So let's kind of let's see. I'm 52. I learned from my mistakes. You're out there being a whore, banging beta after beta. Don't be surprised if they hit it and quit it. They suck. Chad, Chad, Chad. Blah, blah, blah. You asked, I answered. If you can't find a good man, you only have your libido and your poor choices to blame for not being able to find a good man. Because those of us with any sense have already realized we're wasting our time and effort and have checked out of the dating scene. Don't get me wrong, I cherish the women in my life, but I'm also a realist and have spent almost 52 years sitting in the corner of the friend zone, watching you all get ran through and mistreated by dozens of men. And when they ghost you, you have the audacity to label all men as trash. Not all of us are bad men, only the beta male soy boys that you're attracted to. Oh, I just remembered something I was going to say. It's pretty sad how modern feminists have ruined the good men for a roll in the hay with some Chad you met at the bar. Only for you to get ghosted and for the good men to stop caring and trying. You did this to yourselves! We didn't! You can fuck off! I have my chihuahuas. I'm good. I swear, the Fresh and Fit podcast on YouTube is really something. Not to mention the Passport Boys. Oh my god.
That's the one that looks like Birdman, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay.
That he's like, I can be on Instagram, and that's fine. If she's on Instagram, she's cheating. That's that one.
The last part of it reminded me of a really bad date I went on, and he was like, I just didn't know about third wave feminism, and apparently I need to look into it more. But you can't be mad at men when women cheat too. And I was like, literally not the reason I say I hate all men. It's because all women that I know have been touched in bad ways.
Yeah.
It has nothing to do
Yeah.
with cheating, because every gender is like just as equally guilty of doing that or being capable of doing it.
Well, so I look at this thing of like he said it in the first half of it too. Only the beta male soy boys that you're attracted to, or like, oh, you're only attracted to chads who can get any girl they want. I'm like, okay, all right. Like, as much as the 1 to 10 is a super toxic thing, you don't want to, like, rating people's, you shouldn't. But, like, if we're gonna.
Yeah.
Let's, just for the sake of it, let's put people on a scale for a second. Let's say, like, Margot Robbie is a 10.
Absolutely.
If this guy is, like, a 4. I'm being generous. So let's, like, if you are a 4, if I am a 4, and I'm batting at 10s, I'm gonna lose. Like,
unless you were really, really nice and really, really funny and really, really sweet.
Right. But, like, well, and I was gonna say, there's, like, a curve, right? Of, like, you can bat high, you can bat low, whatever. Like, sometimes you see a couple and you're like, how did they end up together?
Yeah.
Like, one of them, and so, I mean, you don't know what either of those people are like, but I'm like, okay, if you are, like, the stereotypical, like, neckbeardy kind of guy, and you want to date a supermodel, and you're mad that she's only dating other supermodels, she's a supermodel.
Yeah.
She's
can
gonna, yeah. She's gonna date other supermodels. Like, a 10 is gonna date, like, 8 to 10.
Yeah.
A 6 is gonna date, like, 4 to 8 or 9, you know?
Yeah.
Like, you've got kind of a bubble. But your bubble's down here, and her bubble's up here, and you're mad that you can't get in her bubble. And I'm like, whoa.
Yeah. And, like, here's the thing. Unless you're really, really funny. Really, really funny.
Personality makes up a lot.
Yeah. But if your personality sucks and how you look sucks, you're not gonna go anywhere.
If you're not like, because you don't want to say it, but, like, physical attraction matters.
Yes.
You want to be physically attracted to your partner,
Mm-hmm.
and emotionally attracted to your partner, and, so, like, people are like, oh, you gotta look past appearance. I'm like, well, you also gotta look at your person and be like, I want to smack your butt.
Yeah.
You know, or whatever it is. Like, that part of it matters.
Yeah, it really does.
And so, if you are this guy, and this is your personality, you better be
nice.
Well, we already know he's not nice. Like, if this is your personality, you better be hot as shit. Like,
Even then,
no, because you can, you can see a very attractive person, and what they start talking, and you're like, oh, you're a bigot and an asshole, and nope, and they are no longer attractive.
Mm-hmm.
So personality makes up, like, if there's a scale of, like, personality versus attraction, personality, like, always has more, but, like, not often do you see this kind of thing.
The last time I did it was in a movie. It was the Uma Thurman, Seth Rogen movie.
Uma Thurman?
Yeah. It was Uma Thurman and Seth Rogen. They got together. I don't remember what it was called.
Is that are you thinking, is it the Katherine Heigl one where she gets pregnant? I didn't know that they were in a movie together.
Give me a second, I can tell you.
Let me look it up.
And now I have that Fall Out Boy stuck in my head.
She wants to dance like Uma Thurman.
I know.
I love that song.
Dumb Money. I don't think that's what it is.
Here's a good text thread. Ha 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 ha. All apps suck. I'm going to try and voice this.
Okay.
I'm not sure the apps are the problem here. Haha. Hey now. I'm a catch. Their loss. Used to always blame myself. Using things like preferred race is going to turn most women off. It's fetishizing. That's why I think it's weird that Hinge even asks. It certainly didn't ask me that. It's an option nowadays. It doesn't make it right.
Oh, I'm sorry. It was Charlize Theron.
Oops. You should work on how you view women, TBH. It's kind of alarming. I'll just die single, LOL.
Yeah, you will.
You'd rather die single than learn to view women as complex individuals? Whatever works for you, I guess. Yes, LOL, for sure the first one. Well, as long as you're self-aware.
Long shot.
Oh, yes.
It was pretty good. I hate saying that about Seth Rogen movies. He's kind of a bad person.
That's true.
Not great. Oh. No! This hurts because it is almost word for word exactly conversations I've had
Oh, God.
with our mutual.
Hey, how are you? Good, thanks. And you? I'm good. I'm in love with you. Ow. I told you I only want to be friends. I know you don't. You really don't. I love everything about you. I'd settle for actually just being your friend, but both you and I know you don't even really want that. I try to get my mind off you. I really do, but you're just too perfect. A lot of these aren't very good. This is not the best. Oh no. There's a Craigslist ad looking for a roommate. I'm looking for a female roommate. Female only. I have a house and a car, and I'm looking for someone who wants to be a live-in girlfriend wifey. You must be attractive and send me a few pics. I will reply with some pics too. Tell me about yourself. Doesn't matter if you work or not. I can take care of you too. I'm a cute, charming, and funny. You won't be disappointed at all, I promise.
I already am.
Message me so we can talk and set up a showing and go from there. It's a first come, first serve, so don't message me only once a day or every few days or weeks. Communication is key to who I choose. So hurry on up and let's meet and live happily ever after. I'm your fairy tale.
Disagreed.
Oh my gosh, what's that? Have you ever looked at missed connections?
In the paper.
There,
Shows you how long it's been.
there was. I don't know. There's a Craigslist section.
I'm so sorry.
Oh, he got mad. Oh,
So sorry, honey. I'm so sorry.
oh, good lord. Sorry, Garbo. I won't bother to try to talk to you anymore. I was just hoping there was a chance to get to know you better. So, even though you're a snobby little Spider-Woman, Catwoman, barista bitch who hates my guts,
That is like the biggest compliment anyone could ever give me, though.
I still kind of like you. Thought you were different from other women. Maybe a special quality I thought you had. I do think you're a smart and appealing woman, and you deserve better, whatever that may be. I only try to be good to someone. If you should ever need anything, feel free to reach out.
Never.
P.S. Before you go to sleep at night, the question you should ask yourself, is this all there is?
I think the question you should ask yourself if you're a sexual person is, should I owe tonight?
Dude, I really want to know, what leads up to this.
Probably the girl just saying no. Or the guy just saying, whoever's saying no.
Go ahead and block me, bitch. You're a stupid fucking alcoholic stoner loser C-word who treated me like shit even though I was nothing but nice to you until now. Like every other young woman nowadays, no matter how nice I am to you, you still treat me like fucking trash. Granted, I didn't have a genuine emotional interest in you, and I really only wanted to fuck you, but you didn't know that. As for your insanely stupid and ludicrous idea that you're somehow too young for me to be talking about sex with you, you're 18 years old, you stupid fucking bitch. That is legally an adult in this country, and I know for a fact that it is an adult. Oh, in my country, and I know for a fact that it's an adult in your country as well. In fact, I know the age of consent in Iceland is 15, so even if you were younger, it wouldn't have mattered. 15's a child.
18's a child.
18's also a child, but when it comes to not giving a shit about your interest unless they're intellectual, of course I don't. Most not intellectual conversations are boring and not conducive to conversation. You told me your major interest is fucking crochet. How the fuck am I supposed to talk about crocheting? You are an extremely reckless, irresponsible, immature, hypersensitive, unintelligent loser who will never amount to anything significant. You are only good for fucking and nothing more.
Do you know how hard it is to crochet?
Dude, crocheting is so hard!
Do you know how hard it is? Because there's so much that goes into crocheting, and then you get done, and there's this cool fucking looking thing that wasn't there before. It was just string before, and now it's like something you can wear, or a plushie, or like whatever. Crocheting is so cool, and it takes so much mental capacity to be able to do it. Also, she's 18 and has that hobby. When I was 18, my hobby was getting drunk, which was dumb.
I wish I knew how old he was.
Yeah, it sounds like he's 30s or 40s, honestly.
God, yeah, I hope not, but you're probably right.
But, no. No.
Alright, so here's a text conversation. My number one is nice guys always finish last. Why is that? Myself included. I have a handful of friends that are the typical nice guy, and in many cases women have literally been flat out and said, this isn't gonna work. You're too nice. Okay, so I guess I gotta treat women like shit in order to have a relationship nowadays, which isn't something nice guys agree with. And she goes, honestly, I have to disagree with that one. I've dealt with my share of nice guys, and being nice is sort of the bare minimum in any friendship or relationship. Listen.
For real.
Some guys focus their entire personality on being the nice guy and grow to expect something in return because of that. The nice guy persona screams victim mentality. There's always an underlying problem said nice guys have that mask it with calling themselves nice guys and use it as an excuse to treat women like shit. No woman wants to be treated like shit. There's obviously something deeper going on if that's the mentality nice guys have.
You know what would make me laugh really hard?
What's that?
If Iron was ever like, I'm a nice guy. I'd be like, when I know you like I do, but on the outside, you're a robot. you're kind of a butthole robot.
Yep. That's what I like about him.
Same.
But this is a really good follow-up. I've been in my head recently, and I guess I needed to put this out in the world. Everyone has heard the saying, nice guys finish last. I've been called the nice guy on many... Okay, I thought this was someone explaining the term and why it's wrong. I've been called the nice guy on many occasions that I've started to hate that word. Oh, you're too nice. You deserve better. You're just too nice for me. I've never heard someone say, you're too dependable, or you're too respectful. We use nice so often that we forget what makes a man or woman nice. Every person wants someone who is dependable, respectful, honorable, courteous, gracious, considerate, gentle, charitable, polite, and a whole list of others. But sometimes we see nice as being kind of a bad thing, or a hindrance. Why can't I just be a gentleman?
When he started listing, that's when I started just 1,000 Mile Stare. Stop.
Just the whole nice guys finish last thing. Those like this is the kind of person that says that, in my opinion. The person that says a nice guy finishes last, like, are you gonna keep ignoring me, bitch? Always gonna go for some dickwad Chad who will just use and abuse you? Why not go for a nice guy like me who can actually treat you right? Fuck this shit. I guess that's what I get for trying to be a nice guy who puts women first. Well, not anymore. I'm not wasting my time on a loser like you. I hope you get AIDS from the next abusive jock you suck off, you slut. He thinks he's nice. He thinks he's nice.
That's not nice.
No, and that's kind of my beef with the whole nice guys finish last thing. Is like, are you actually that nice?
I think a proper response to someone saying, I don't like you like that is, okay, well, I think I need some time away from this. I still want to be friends, but I need some time to get over you, and then, like, I'd still like to be friends with you.
Yeah.
That's the nicest thing that anybody could say in that situation.
And if you're only being nice to somebody to get in their pants, you're not that nice.
No, absolutely not.
You're not being nice. No. You're trying to get in their pants. Boo.
Pantalones. Did you say boo or boob?
Boo.
Oh, okay.
No, like, if you're nice in exchange for something, you're not a nice person.
No.
And so if you finished last, maybe it's because you had an ulterior motive.
It's very true.
Anyway, these are bumming me out. All right, I've got another one. Oh, jeez. This will probably be the last one. Okay. Then I'll just have to show you. Wink. I just know I would have happily taken you on a sunset picnic, but your profile doesn't give those vibes. What does that mean? It means the way you choose to display yourself has an impact on the types of guys you attract, as well as their intentions. You attracted a tall and six-figure-a-month kind of guy, but due to the provocative profile, it was assumed you're mostly interested in hookups rather than a meaningful experience, if that makes sense. Your message before this conversation was sexual, which I didn't respond to. If I only wanted to hook up, don't you think I would have replied? Insulting me is not going to change the situation. When you say the kind of guys you attract, you do realize you're talking about yourself. Saying I don't want a meaningful experience when you don't even know me makes no sense. Whoa. I never meant to insult you. I'm just explaining the situation as I saw it. Intentions were to help you. Understand why, if it happens, the majority of guys you meet off these apps are trying to hook up with you instead of taking things seriously. Sorry for the misunderstanding. Only the best intentions here. Wish you the best. I would disagree. A lot of men want an actual relationship, especially after getting to know each other. I don't need to understand why, because it's not a problem, but thank you for the input. So, if that's what you want, then where's the lucky guy? Or are you just picky?
Yeah.
Like, ugh. Don't be a nice guy.
Don't be a nice guy.
Like, be a nice person, but don't be a nice guy, TM.
Yeah. Also, like, if a girl's, like, showing skin in pictures, that's fine. Who cares? Everybody's comfortable in different, like, everybody has a different comfortable. Some people are super comfortable showing skin. Some people aren't. I don't like showing skin, but that's I don't like skin touching skin, even if it's my skin touching skin. So I like lots of clothes.
Dude, you know it's like the worst feeling ever is when you sit close to something. Like if you're in a car, it's hot, and you're both in shorts, and I don't really care who the person is.
Yeah.
But like your legs are touching, and then one of you moves, and it's like.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then especially when they go back together, and you're just like, oh no.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're welcome for that. On that note, I think we're going to go ahead and go.
Okay.
Thank you so much for hanging out in our pod.
Thank you.
And we'll see you next time.
Yep.
Bye.
Bye.